Hello everybody, welcome back to The Binding of Isaac. Yeah, so we're in Repentance. We're going to continue our Eve streak, and I don't know how much we have to talk about today, but I got some stuff on my mind that I want to, I guess, discuss. So yeah, obviously last time didn't end exactly the best. Yeah, the level of, ooh, Jacob's Ladder, yes please. The level of play hasn't been very high lately. I have no real reason for as to why that is, but we'll try to improve it. I have been trying to start doing some practice runs prior to actually starting, which seems to help just kind of progress. So that's on the second file, and if I continue that practice and as things kind of relax in general around my life, I have every intention of we need to try to get Steam sale. I think this would be a good acquisition this early on. Anyways, what I was trying to say is that as things kind of relax around my life, then I'll have more time to do stuff like that before I play. So yeah, we're having some fun. Obviously, I think I've uploaded, oh gosh, the second video in Satisfactory, which has gotten, quite a few views immediately, which is really cool. And Ultimate Chicken Horse kind of went off the rails immediately. Like it is, I'm reasonably sure it is my highest initial video that I've had since I started this channel. Oh, this is a bad situation. Alright, so now we got some movement speed, but we got the yuck to contend with. So that was really sketchy, but we got through it. But yeah, so we've got the what the heck? Satisfactory came out, which was good. And so did Ultimate Chicken Horse. Ultimate Chicken Horse, of course, just kind of blew up immediately. I'm not really sure why, but I had a lot of fun playing it, so I'm very excited to long shot. Maybe, not quite. 3 cents off. I don't know where we can get 3 cents, to be honest with you. But yeah, Chicken Horse just absolutely went off immediately, which is great. Alright, so it's a little unfortunate, but we are going to have to pass on Steam sale, which stinks, but it's not the end of the world. So it was a blast, though, and I've just gotten word from my little sister and my brother that they are going to get a new system, which is going to in turn update both of them, because she's going to get his old system, and so they're going to upgrade kind of their entire audio experience, or their entire gaming experience, which is going to in turn increase the quality, because I'm going to have them record on their end so that I'm not recording through Discord, because Discord's a great thing and I'm really happy that we have it at all, but to say that it's not the best way to record audio would be kind of understatement of the year, I think. I grab this because this could get us whatever in the item room that we want. But yeah, so not the best audio experience, not the best recording experience. They came through, but she was pretty unhappy with her audio, and my brother, it is my brother-in-law, so before anyone, I don't know, I have a brother, and he's got his own YouTube channel. I believe it's Cuckle Morgan, Cuckle with a K, and there's a long backstory for that, and I won't get into it, and it was before, yeah, anyways, I'm not going to get too far into that just poop parade that is the story. What is this? Friendship necklace. I'm with a petrified poop, though. I'm not going to get into the poop parade that is how he got that nickname, or that name, but it's stuck with him since he was a child and before either of us knew what that sounds like. And I'm not going to go into details, and that's the last I'm going to say on that, but he's got his own YouTube channel, and he runs slightly different content than I do, mostly because he is a different person than me. I know, weird. Although, if you saw pictures of us side by side, you wouldn't think that, but, you know, we are different people. And yeah, it's a blast, and hopefully he'll start jumping on soon. But we have every intention to continue playing Ultimate Chicken Horse. We do have multiple videos worth of content from our first play session. But if we can get everything going by Sunday night, then we will, or if we can get a decent setup on Thursday, we'll record for Monday, and the audio experience on all sides should be much better. Which will be great, because, you know, I had a blast with it, and I hope to get better at it so I can beat my brother, because for some reason he's really good at that game and it annoys me. And then aside from that, so Satisfactory seems to be doing well. I want to continue playing it, I enjoy it, and it's really just a good time for me. I do wonder if I should have... Ooh, what are you? Rocket in a jar. Rocket. I don't know what that did. It said rocket propulsion. I want to know what rocket propulsion is. Can I fly now? Woo! I can't fly. So, I'm slightly disappointed, but we'll find out what that does in a bit. Anyways, yeah, just in general, it's just a good time, and I hope to continue it, and we are making plans to continue it and keep it pretty regular. What the hell was that? Okay. What was that? No. I set a bomb down and everything was fine. You can't just, like, make a rocket show up out of nowhere. I want that. I don't know how I got through there, but I'll take it. Alright. So we need to be super careful with bombs now, but they are awesome. And you know what? In the spirit of just learning stuff, let's okay, so if I'm not moving, I just set a bomb down. If I am moving and I push the button, things get spicy.
Health down. I can see forever.
I don't want to luck down. My luck is bad enough right now. So we have unintentionally placed ourselves in danger. And it was ridiculous of me, and it is what it is. Let's party. I'm ready. Let's see, aside from that, potentially shortly after this video comes out, I don't know how I got out of that alive, but I don't care. Shortly after this video comes out, I am going to try something that I have not tried before, which is, I've got the option to go live on YouTube, and I'm going to try to figure it out, and I'm going to fire up Borderlands 3, because I've got all the DLC for it, because I do love the Borderlands franchise. So, I'm going to fire up Borderlands 3, potentially, or maybe even, you know, Satisfactory, just to do some base maintenance, and get prepped for the next video. Hopefully I don't punch another lizard doggo. I'm very sorry, lizard doggo, and everyone who loves lizard doggos. I did not mean to punch it. It just... You know, I was trying to pet it, or I was trying to figure out what it was. I thought it was a danger puppy. It wasn't a danger puppy, it was a happy puppy, and I shouldn't have hit it. Aside from that, I am liking Eve as a character. So when I've played Isaac in the past, I haven't really considered the character I'm playing. I just played. You know, I played Isaac for the longest time because I was the character. And, you know, I think that there is quite a bit to be said for the other, kind of the other characters, and Eve, especially for me at least. I've been really enjoying this, playing as Eve. What are you? You know, I kind of hate that they made some of the, I hate that they made some of the characters and, like, the enemies cute. Like, I don't want to squish cute things. Like, that sucks. I mean, I will, but still. Like, I don't have to like it. Ooh, I want that gun on. So we're gonna take it slow. Don't want to overreact, I think. Because I think that's what's gonna get me in trouble, is when I'm moving a little quick. Soul heart? No soul heart. Trats. I'm just gonna grab you and hopefully find a secret room. I don't know, it's not there, but sure. But yeah, it's no, I'm not playing with this room. Cool, I will take that. No reason for it to be there, but it might be. Please soul heart. No soul heart. Yeah, unlocked? It unlocked, okay. Hierophant, you would be the savior right now, if you could. Temperance, no. None of this helps. Okay, death. Death helps. Weird statement, but roll with me here. Death helps. And if I had the petrified poop, we might have gotten soul hearts from this, so I'm feeling a little silly. Oh, this is not a good boss for me. But yeah, I do actually want to check something out. So obviously, in some of the other content that I create, I am far more loose, let's say, with my language, and you know, that's kind of intentionally. I don't really think it's appropriate to just cuss all the time. Oh, nice, a wonderful Krampus fight. That's okay. Oh my god, Okay, so we lost one, which sucks, but I'm not very good at fighting Krampus, so not altogether, you know. Are you a wizard? Great. The worst pill. No, it's not the worst pill, but I hate it. Anyways, the content is like a sliding scale. I legitimately try not to cuss at all when I'm doing Isaac videos, and the reason for that is so in the past I've actually had, you know, my children watch this, and I don't really want them to learn how to cuss from me. I've somehow managed to avoid it this long, and so I'd rather not teach them their first curse words. It's inevitable that they'll learn them eventually, and I'm not too concerned about that, but eventually doesn't have to be at, you know, 1 and 2. But I, you know, if I wanted to turn it on, I would actually be okay with, like, turning this, like, my recording on for my kids. And then you have videos like Satisfactory, where, you know, I am slightly freer with my language. I do, you know, say some curse words, but nothing too horrendous, and I do try to keep them to a, you know, a very restrained number of times, you know, unless I'm frustrated like I was last time. I was very frustrated. I don't know if that came across in the video. Anyways, the whole point of that is just to say that, you know, if the content feels more natural to people when I'm more free with my language, then I'm happy to move towards that. But there is a reason, there is kind of a reason that I speak the way I speak in different videos. And so it's, I wouldn't go so far as to say like it's any type of like mask or anything like that, but it's just catering to the audience that I expect to watch it, I guess, would be the best way to state it. And the audience I expect to watch this is not the same audience that I would expect to watch. Nope, I'm not messing with this room. Not having it. The audience that watches this is not the same audience that I'd expect to watch and enjoy, like Satisfactory or, you know, Ultimate Chicken Horse, where, you know, there's a lot of intentional sabotage, and so there's a lot more vitriol. Anyways, that's all fun and dandy, or that's all fine and dandy, but yeah, it's just kind of to explain the difference. I don't really think there's a need to, but still, I felt like it, so I did it. I hate Gertie Jr. I think that it is a pain in the butt as a boss, and I think that's exactly what they intended, and they succeeded. I don't know how we didn't get hit there. So we're in a rough spot. We got so lucky. Yay, health. And our luck's back to 0. That's awesome. But we'll continue. So I kind of wonder if... So I feel like I've been clearing my throat quite a bit in videos, and like, I can't figure out a reason for it. Like, I'm well hydrated, you know, I'm drinking like 32 to 64 ounces of water a day minimum. And the thing that just comes to mind is the fact that up to this point, you know, I didn't really speak much. I don't really talk much in my day-to-day because I'm not doing this room. Did this item just get boosted to the moon? Because I feel like it's just hitting really, really hard. And it has no reason to hit that hard. And I'm so happy that it does. Like, the instant death items have really been boosted. Are we in depths 2? Necropolis 1. Sure. No. But the, you know, the, what the heck was I talking about? Yeah, my throat clearing, because I've been hearing it in videos, because I do review some of the videos, prior to their departure to the internet, and I just noticed that I've been clearing my throat a lot, and I think it might be because, you know, it's like a muscle. It's like, you don't exercise a lot, and then all of a sudden, you know, something that was easy before is now difficult. I think it might be something akin to that, just because I don't talk in my day job. I talk maybe 20 minutes a day up till when I record my videos. So, you know, whatever that is, it's not much talking. I don't make phone calls that often. I don't have meetings that often. It's very, very rare that I'm speaking for any length of time. And so, what are these little guys? They look like cupcakes! Look at them, they're like little jumping cupcakes from hell! I hate them. Because they release mites, and I hate mites in this game. But yeah, you know, I think it might be related to that, and, you know, as I'm speaking more often daily, it will hopefully abate. And because like today I've noticed, in this recording I've noticed that I'm clearing my throat a lot less, which is awesome, because I'm tired of hearing it, and it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. But yeah, it's I don't know, I figure it might be like a muscle where it's kinda, you don't use it, you get your butt kicked by it. But aside from that, I'm tired of this room already. Aside from that, I'm just having a good time. I'm really enjoying recording. I've been really, I appreciate, and, you know, thank you all so much. I don't know, I should elaborate on this, but, the channel has been hitting double digits almost every day for views. Now, for, I don't know, for information's sake, just for general purpose information, I was averaging 2 views a day, like, not long ago. And so, going from 2 views a day to, you know, 10, I think I've got 16 views in the last 48 hours. And that's, yeah, the last 48 hours, so 2 days. It's I guess it's rapidly approaching double digits. I think I got 10 today and 6 yesterday, or I got 10 yesterday and 6 today so far. And yeah, I just really appreciate it, and that's such a cool milestone for me to feel like we've gotten to already, that we're hitting double digits views per day. And it's, you know, I'm not releasing a video every single day. I'm releasing more often. I'm releasing about 4 videos a week, I think now, 4 to 8. But to be hitting that, and yeah, it's a really cool sign of growth, and I appreciate it. So let's see. Minute and a half. I doubt we'll make the boss rush, but I also have very little hope in the ability to clear boss rush at 2 hearts and... Ooh, sorry. I like ate the microphone for a second there because I was kind of like panic dodging. Like, I'm gonna get hit. And then I managed not to get hit. So this is actually not bad with Jacob's Ladder, because it really... I can block more shots, which is good. I feel like it's kind of off, but at the same time it's not terribly off, so it's okay. I think we took a bit of damage down, which sucks, but I don't want that. So that gives what are you? I'll take you. 120 volt zap. I don't know what it does, but I'm excited. Also, fun fact that my boss harped on me, or my previous boss harped on me all the time for. So there's a severe distinction between being shocked and being electrocuted, and we use the word electrocuted fairly cavalierly nowadays. And oh my gosh, I forgot about that. But it has a distinct meaning, and I don't know why Jacob's Ladder and that 120 volt just reminded me of it, but you do have to actually pass from the electricity for it to be considered electrocution. That's the distinction. And I didn't realize that, but yeah. Technically correct is the best kind of correct, is something one of my coworkers always says, and I agree, but it gets annoying sometimes. Because being technically correct all the time is kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, that's your weird fact for the day. Is the fact that is the distinction. So we've got 6 keys, so if I spend 1 key, I'll get 3 bombs, and that is a good trade, I think. I don't like this room already, but I don't think I'll be able to reload the Necronomicon before. Alright, Conjoined is not bad. At least it's serving me well, and I appreciate it. Soul Heart and Sackhead. And I have enough for a card? Nope. Couple coins? Nope. That's okay. But yeah, I don't know, I guess I should just kind of jaw about myself for a minute and some of the fun things that I've done in life. Something I don't know if I've talked about, but so for a couple years I trimmed trees professionally. And I would encourage everyone to, A, make sure whoever cuts your trees is a professional. Because, damn it. Because you can really screw up with cutting trees down. That's all I'm really going to say on it. I mean, I can't really oust anybody because it was near a decade ago, maybe 11 years ago, that I trimmed trees, and you know, I don't know any of them, and I don't live anywhere near where I lived when I was doing that, but still, just for the sake of posterity and confidentiality, I'd rather just keep it to myself. let's just say that make sure your tree trimmers are professional, because there's a huge difference. And when I say professional, I don't necessarily mean accredited, like having some kind of special certification or something like that, because a lot of the guys I worked with, and some of the best ones I worked with, yeah, they didn't have anything as far as certification. And they were awesome. They were truly awesome. So, Maw of the Void is nice. I think I'm just going to walk out and be done. So here's my reasoning. If I take one of those, I lose 2 health, which is 2 hits on the next floors. I've been playing notoriously poorly, so I don't want to do that. So I think the best thing I could have done there, like Lord of the Pit would have been good because it would have given me some more protection with flight, and I can do a lot of shot blocking with contact lens. So there's a good reason that I can, there's a good understanding that that could have been a decent choice, but at the same time, just with the quality of play that I've had recently, I think it's a better choice just to keep the health until we can get some more. And if we get some more and get another devil deal, then cool, we'll run with it. But if we don't, and we don't die from this, we know we made the right decision. Or if we do die, we know the decision didn't matter. Jacob's Ladder is doing absolute work, and I think it's an interesting synergy, because I think it's also launching out lightning bolts when shots are blocked. If it is, that is awesome, because that means after we block shots, we're still safe. Which is, or after we block the shots, we still get the effects of Jacob's Ladder, which is awesome. Okay, I don't want to do that again. You stop that. I don't know what your next form is, but you stop it. So he has a homing shot, but that's, as long as I stay straight on with him, that's rendered pretty useless. 7 seals has appeared in the basement. What do you do? Flight and Holy Death. Ooh. Alright, so if I grab you, then you, and then you, and I die. I didn't die. I didn't die. We just got all of those items. That's cool. I don't know what some of them did. That's less cool. What's your charge? Are you a 2 charge? Flight and Holy... you know what? Let's roll. Let's do this. We got this. Flight and Holy Death is going to support us. Some creepy face I got in Devil Deal and Pentagram are also going to support us. But yeah, so I used to work as a tree trimmer. I loved being a tree trimmer. The highest I ever got was 70 feet up. I was 70 feet up in a tree. And let me assure you, it is every bit as terrifying as you'd expect. It's also very, very fun and interesting. So I was in a palm tree. So specifically, it's called a Washingtonia robusta. It is so that's the... what's that? That is the common name, and then there's the Latin name, which is the that's the Latin name. The common name is the Mexican fan palm. I don't know why it's called that. It's just what it is. And this is only if I remember correctly. I did study for the arboriculture exam, but by the time it mattered, I was no longer in tree trimming. I had moved on to operating equipment, which is a different story. But yeah, I'd moved on to operating heavy equipment at that time. So I never finished my arborist exam, but I also didn't need it anymore, so who cares? The other part of it is the just general... I died. That was ridiculous. Okay, let's slow down. I'm going to focus up right now because I need... okay. Never mind. Yeah, the general ridiculousness of that exam cannot be understated. It is a very difficult exam, potentially for good reason. I'm not really sure, but it's a hard exam, and you gotta know a lot. You gotta identify. You need to be able to identify trees by their leaves. You also have to be able to identify them in the winter. So even in Southern California, you know, the trees drop their leaves in the winter, like most deciduous trees. So what ends up happening a lot of times, you have to identify them by their just general, like, their bark, their everything. And so it's a really difficult task to try to identify a tree without leaves. Very doable, and very, very fun if you can figure it out, but also, like I said, really difficult. And you have to be able to identify, I think there's like, I don't know, I think it was 130 species or something that you had to be able to identify correctly to get your arborist license. Or at least that's what my dad made me study. So my dad was or is a certified arborist, I should say, because he still has a certification. But yeah, it's such an interesting and fun job. Like, I practiced felling trees, so I would, you know, drop, I think the largest tree I dropped was like 75, 80 feet, and I just dropped it from the ground. So I was standing on the ground, I cut a pie in it, and I let it fall, and let me tell you, that makes a sound, and it is such a thrilling experience to do. Like, it's so intense, and it's such a really fulfilling job, and that's all I can really say. It's exhilarating, it's fulfilling, it's everything I kind of wanted it to be, which is great when I was doing it. But as one might expect, it is quite hard on your body. Like, you know, when you're climbing 50 feet up in a tree 6-7 times a day, it takes a toll. It takes a toll on you for sure. And sure, we're having a good conversation. Let's do it. The Polaroid. Pong. Anyways, so yeah, it's yeah, I can't express enough how much fun I had when I was tree trimming. And like I said, Jesus, scares me every time. It's really fun, and you know, it's one of those things where don't take, just because someone has a piece of paper that says they're good at tree trimming, that doesn't necessarily mean they're good at tree trimming. You know, a lot of the guys I worked with, I mean, I'll be frank, a lot of the guys I worked with came up from the border, some of them legally, some of them illegally. But one common thread between all of them was, in my experience, they worked very hard, and they did really good work. And they were also very kind. They were extremely kind people, almost to a man. I say to a man mostly because the field was predominantly male. I worked with one female when I was in a stump grinding crew, and she is pretty funny because no one gave her any guff for a very specific reason, and that is that she was really good at her job, and she worked just as hard as most of us, if not harder. And so, I mean, nobody had anything to say, because, I mean, what are you gonna say? You're gonna talk bad about the person that's kicking your butt just because you're not doing good enough? Like, they knew what the score was, and so that was kind of funny. But yeah, she was not my favorite person in the world, but that's for a completely different reason. It had nothing to do with her gender, more of her actions. But she wasn't the worst person I'd ever worked with. Wasn't the best. And that's my cat yelling at me for some reason that I don't know. But she did really good work, like I said. And she definitely, you know, typically she logged more stumps ground per day than the other 2 crews combined. And that's not owing to, like, me being some kind of god of stump grinding or anything. Like I said, she was just good. But so it was really cool to learn from her. It was also really cool to work with that particular stump grinder. It was massive. Like, it had like a truck engine spinning just a death wheel. Think of like a circular saw blade that's, oh, I don't know, 3, 4 feet in diameter. And then back that up with the fact that the teeth are like an inch or 2 a piece, and you know, you've got the stump grinder, and it, oh boy, did it do work. You know, it ripped stuff apart. It really did, and it was amazing to watch work, because it would just absolutely rip stumps out of the ground. And it was just a really cool sight. It was a really fun thing to do. I definitely caught a couple chunks to the face, which sucked. Can't really say that it was fun. But yeah, I got hit in the face a couple times with chunks of wood from using it, and that hurt like hell. Wasn't the end of the world, just sucked a whole lot. Oh, we are barely into this. So that was a really fun one. And then, so yeah, like I said, I also worked construction. I was a heavy equipment operator for like 5 years, I think. I ran a cat excavator, 325 and a 330, and they were outfitted with what's called a low drill attachment, and low drill, I believe, is a brand name. So what we were doing was we would go under 250 and 500,000 volt lines, and we would drill, I think the deepest one I drilled was like 50 feet, basically 49 I think was the final number. But we'd go and drill a hole, you know, 49, 50 feet into the ground, and fill it up with concrete with rebar cage, and put it all together so that they could stack a new tower onto it, because the towers we were replacing were from anywhere from like 1920 to 1950. So at the time they were 50, or like anywhere from like, oh, I shouldn't have grabbed that. They were anywhere from like 90 to 90 or so years old. And you know, some stuff that's 90 years old doesn't exactly inspire confidence when it's holding up, like I said, literally 100,000 or 250 to 500,000 volts. Were the lines that were, you know, being held up, and they powered Chino Hills. It's a place out in California, and we ran power out there, and it was what it was, and they didn't like it, but we got it done. And they also, like I said, it was literally powering their homes. That's one thing. So Chino Hills is a very affluent area. So they have lots of money, and they just complain to the power companies. So where I grew up, there's a place called Del Mar, and my favorite kind of story about Del Mar is, so Del Mar, the same thing as Chino Hills, they didn't like, you know, large towers being set up in their, you know, view that they paid all this money for. I will hit Mama Mega. You know, they paid all this money to have this super nice view, so why is it being obstructed by towers? Well, instead of complaining about it, Del Mar just went, alright, we'll pay for it. And just got all the people together, and they literally paid for every square foot of line that was put underground so that they didn't have to see the towers. And, well, I don't know what that thing is, but it's not a good time. I want you to go away now. Scary item. Scary guy, go away. Thank you. Yeah, they literally paid for every foot of line that was put underground, and that is a very expensive thing to do. Because there's a lot more to it than just like, oh yes, put the cable underground. Maintenancing it's when you move that much electricity, most of the time there's heat. And so it's a very expensive thing to do. And for them to just kind of, and this is Del Mar, for them to just go, okay, and just shell out the cash just with no hesitation was hilarious to me, because it just like, it just showed to me that they were far more willing to commit to it than the people in Chino Hills. You know, not that they're bad people, but you know, there's a certain level of commitment I would expect if you're going to complain to a power company about not wanting, you know, wanting towers for electricity just for the sake of vanity. And for me, the people in Del Mar were far more respectable in that manner. Like, I still think it's a kind of a ridiculous way to spend a bunch of money, but if you have the kind of money to live in Del Mar, I guess whatever. Like, you've got enough money to not worry about what some essentially kid out in Minnesota thinks. But yeah, it's a very, like I said, I liked Del Mar's method of dealing with it far more than I liked Chino Hill's method of dealing with it, because instead of complaining, they just did something about it. And I believe this is going to be Delirium, because we have cleared out every other floor, or every other room. Yep. I'll pop this immediately. So hopefully we're going to keep him on the defensive, but probably not, and I'm hoping that we can also kind of keep up on our health situation. We're going to need to keep moving because of number 2, which kind of sad that we got, but it is what it is, and we're just going to deal with it. So we'll deal with it as it comes and try to get through this with without losing, because I don't know, I'm excited to fight Delirium. Yes, Hierophant. We're going to grab those immediately. We're just going to keep moving. The biggest thing is to keep moving. Because we've got the triple shot, so we can cover a pretty wide area, which is good. And we've got Nose Goblin, so that we can, when he sticks like this, we can get a pretty good spread of damage on him, because we can stick a lot of objects to him. And we still have 7 lives. Stop stomping on me, you big bitch. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't know what this is about, but you need to stop. I got more bombs from that. I wanted health. What was that? Oh yeah, I'm flying. I don't need to worry about that. Alright, so we're at what? A third? We've got a ways to go on this. Oh, it's a Krampus. I don't like Krampus. That's why I don't like Krampus. Stop it! So we can block the shots, but we can't stop me from being ridiculous. So we're down to red heart health, and we're not even halfway through this fight. So the chances of us winning are kinda low, but kinda low, and you know, we aren't going to, or not the same thing. And so I think if we can keep moving, and we can keep him on his toes and keep him transforming, then we can we can get through this. Alright, so he's at half health now. Oh god. Alright, so it doesn't matter if we pick this up, but we'll pick it. Got hit. Alright, so now we just have to no-hit Blue Baby. Unless we find a Soul Heart. Which, doubtful at best. So I'm going to try Pinky Eye. Because that was just ridiculous. So yeah, I'm going to try Pinky Eye because Pinky Eye is poison. So currently we need him to be kind of stationary. For Nose Goblin, it needs to be a stationary target. You are not what I was hoping for. I don't need a luck down, I need luck up. I need like uber extra luck. I will take a luck up. Thank you. So we're just kind of exploring just to cover our bases and try to find something that might make a difference. I don't think anything will. I think that we are pretty thoroughly done by my own actions, of course. But because I think we usually take an average of 6 or 7 hits from Blue Baby. So you're about to see me lose 5 lives rather quickly. Alright, let's get it done. Ooh, Mama Mega blows up key blocks now. That's pretty cool. But yeah, there's I don't even remember what the heck I was talking about. Why did I die? I did nothing. This Krampus stage is very, very dangerous. Well, all stages are dangerous because I'm not the best at this game. If we no-hit Delirium, I don't even know what I'm gonna do. I mean, like I said, the chances are very low, like exceedingly low. Like, I don't even have a barometer for the lack of confidence I have in this. I blew myself up, but I left Soul Heart on the ground. Still be there, still be there, still be there. Yes, got it. I mean, it's almost worth it to lose that life to get the Soul Heart. I mean, it doesn't drastically alter our chances, but it adds, you know. Why didn't Mama Mega proc? I wonder. Probably because of the fact that we. Yeah, Mama Mega procking in here would have been kind of helpful. I don't think it would have done much, but would have been kind of helpful. So yeah, I think Pinky Eye is doing a better job. Mostly because... What the heck was that? What was that? Utter BS. Alright, so this is gonna end it out. I mean, I'm kind of stoked we got to see Delirium, to be honest. When's the last time we saw him? And I'm putting up a good fight, I'd say. definitely not a game-winning fight, but a good fight. Just because, man, I enjoyed it, and I enjoyed... That was ridiculous. Alright, so you can't stay near the top wall. This is our last life, so after this is done, we call it. And like I said, shortly after this video, I am going to mess with trying to go live on YouTube. This won't matter in the future, of course, because I'm only trying to do that now at, you know, whatever time on a Tuesday. So after this specific time slot, this statement is pointless, but I hope everyone has a good week. This will be out tomorrow, which is Wednesday. And yeah, everybody stay safe, have a good week. Later.